Hey there guys, it's Anthony here at Cutting Edge Guitar, and in today's video I am going to be talking to you about this absolutely awesome Strat from Fender Guitars, possibly one of the best Strats that I have ever played. Let's get right into it. Okay guys, first things first, if you are enjoying the content that I am making about these absolutely awesome guitars, please do smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, because that will help me out massively, and you will see loads more things like this where I'm talking about awesome and amazing instruments like the one that we have here. So let's get right into talking about what this guitar is, where have I got it from, and what just makes it so cool. So this is a HM Srat. HM stands for heavy metal. This particular model here is a late 80s / early 90s one. I don't know exactly when this came out. There is a serial number on the back where some of you super enthusiastic guys that will know all about this kind of thing can drop a line in the comments and tell us exactly when this guitar is from, I'm sure. But I'm going to go through all of the stuff and tell you all of the bits and bobs that I know about this guitar, and then we'll go from there. So first things first, this guitar does not belong to me. This guitar actually belongs to my luthier. So when I say mine, I don't own the guy, but I have talked about him in several other videos that I've done about things like my Ibanez RG550 and what have you. So I'm very, very lucky to have a brilliant luthier in my life who's very, very skilled at what he does. So he was particularly interested in this wonderful guitar, and he bought it. Obviously, it's an old style vintagey kind of guitar, I suppose you'd have to call it, and he picked it up second hand. I don't know where from, but originally this guitar had a white body. Now when they first issued the HM Srat, which would have been in the 1980s, they did a special run of colours. There was like a hot pink one, there was some white ones, what have you. So this colour is ice blue. Now the first thing is, said the guy, I don't know that he didn't like the white, but basically he took a sample of one that was of this ice blue and had it. He's done a lot of the work, but also the respray of this has been done by someone he knows who's particularly phenomenal at it, and the spray job on this is absolutely insane. It's really, really well done. You absolutely wouldn't believe that this isn't how the guitar was originally made. It's just really, really good job. So the bits that I know about the HM Strat, well, not a lot really, because I'm not the biggest of Strat fans, but what I do know is that Greg Howe used to play one of these. Now I'm a big fan of Greg's playing, and he was one of the endorsers of these. Anyone who's got the Introspection album, if you've got the actual CD, on the front of it, this is the guitar that he's holding and what he's using. So let's talk about the things that Rob's talked me through and what I do know about it. So this is Fender's answer really to the RG550. So when the Ibanez RG550, which is kind of like the working man's equivalent of the Gem, the Steve Vai signature, when that came out, Fender were like, Ibanez are selling them hand over fist, and basically that's a super Strat, right? It's a hot rodded Strat. So we're the people that make the Strat, let's make our own hot rodded Strat, and this is what came out. So what you've got, first things first, it's the standard, it's a Strat headstock, but the way that they've done it with that sort of black thing and the Strat on there, they've just tried to like rock it up a bit and all that stuff. On the back there, you've got of your headstock, you've got Goto tuners, which is the same as you'd see on a RG from this era. Then we've got our locking nut. I'm sort of going to go between the two things here. We've got a locking nut, but at this end, instead of a Floyd Rose, which you'd probably expect to see on this kind of guitar, we've actually got a Kahler trem, okay? So the Kahler was a trem that was kind of like an answer really to the Floyd Rose back in the day when it came out. I actually don't know why they chose to put a Kahler on there rather than the Floyd Rose, but again, if you're a super enthusiast of this stuff and you're watching this video, by all means drop us a line in the comments to tell us why they used a Kahler. So talking about the neck profile on this is not like a normal Strat neck profile, okay? So it's very, very Ibanez-y, for want of a better term. It's thin, fast, flat, but what Rob's done, because of the skill that the man has as a luthier, he's rounded it out a bit. I'm not sure if he's rounded it out a bit, actually. I might be saying that a bit wrong, but I think what he's done is he's made the radius so that it's now 17 inch. I don't know what the radius was before, but he told me that he'd done something to it to make it properly 17 inch. And I tell you, in your hands, it is just, it's literally like lightning. You can fly around this thing like mad. He said it was a bit chunky up here. He didn't like that, so he sanded that out. So this is all like really thin and flat up here and everything now. But I'll tell you what, I mean, I know I sort of kissed the guy's arse a little bit on my channel, but his fretwork is phenomenal. He really knows what he's doing with this stuff. So this has had a stainless steel refret, the same as the same refret kind of job that I've had done on my 550. So anyone who follows my channel and watches my stuff, you'll see what I've talked about with that. But the idea is with these, they're stainless steel frets and they're jumbo, but they're not super jumbo. The idea is that they're quite thin this way and they've got a really good peak on them, but they're not fat, and then there's not super loads of surface area. So when you're playing it, it just feels really, really in tune all over the neck, which is really, really good. I'm not actually plugged, well, I am plugged in, but I'm not making sound at the moment. I'm going to give you a rundown of all the sounds in this in a second. So the fret job is absolutely amazing on this. Now we've got two single coils in the sort of neck and middle position, which is what this guitar originally had. But then we've also got a humbucker down here, which again, they originally had a humbucker to obviously beef the sound up and make it competitive with that super Strat kind of market. But what Rob's done with this, I think originally this guitar had in it, when he picked it up, I don't know if this is what they originally had when they came off the line, but this had a Dimarzio Super Distortion in it. And what he's done is put a custom wound humbucker in there, which basically has the same sort of output as the guitar, my Sir Pro series, which has Sir's own pickups. I think it's is it an SSV Plus that I've got in the bridge of mine? I can't remember, but anyway, it's essentially, this used to have, the Super Distortion had an 18k output. This now has a 14k output, which was just better suited to Rob's needs. You've got a 5-way switch, which is basically just going to be humbucker, split your humbucker, these two single coils, those two single coils, and then that single coil on the 5-way. And then when you're down here, we've got a little coil split, coil tap switch, which will give you a single coil on your back pickup to give you a telly type sound. So this is a really, really cool, brilliant instrument. Now a little bit of trivia on this one before I give you some sounds. On the back here, I might actually just drop some photos in because this is it's a little bit difficult to see, but we've got an F serial number. So we've got F033115 as our serial number, and that is telling you that this guitar was made in the Fujigen, or Fujigen, however you say it, factory in Japan, where they make all the like Prestige Ibanez and all that sort of stuff. But on the actual plate, the back plate on here, we've got made in the USA written on the actual plate. Now that's because they did make them in Fender, but then they put these plates on so that it would look like that they were made in the US. Apparently, that's the bit of trivia that I've heard on this anyway. But so yeah, absolutely Japanese made, and it's a brilliant, brilliant guitar. But anyway, let's have a listen to some sounds. There you go then, guys. There's a few sounds on there. I think overall I really like this guitar, being someone who plays super strats and all that sort of stuff. The neck profile and obviously the work that Rob has done to it is flipping phenomenal. The body, if anything, like, it's quite a heavy guitar actually. Like, I would have thought it's made of basswood, being the kind of guitar that it is, but it might not. It might also be, it might be older, like, you know, Strat, you know, I don't know. We'll let the Strat enthusiasts in the comments tell us exactly what's going on with this thing. But overall, I really like it. If you're in the buy for a Super Strat and you can pick one of these up for a really reasonable price, you know, second hand, get one and then get it in the hands of a wicked luthier who can sort the neck out for you and make the frets brilliant and all the rest of it. Again, if I was being really picky, like, I love this guitar, I love the colour and all that sort of stuff, but if I was going to have one myself, I'd change the pickups in here, I'd get some hot rails in it. I might even get rid of the middle one and just have a hot rail in the front, just to and then, like, with your 5-way, so that you can get all of the different sounds that you want, but just get that out of the way of the picking technique, really. But other than that, it's a really cool guitar. So thanks ever so much for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, please do smash the like button and make sure you subscribe so you can see the next video. Take care.